Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Clement. This is Traveling. That's what's up. It's another beautiful day. I'm still a little sick under the weather, but I decided today I wanted to still do a video because I hadn't done one in a couple of days. So let's get into something. So while I'm out here getting my steps, I was thinking, jealousy. People have a lot of it, right? And it sucks because they can't control themselves. Their envy, their jealousy, it messes with them. So sometimes they act out of that because of their emotions, and you know, it's just the way things go sometimes. But I have been noticing this a lot. Doesn't matter if it's friends, doesn't matter if it's family. Jealousy, envy, it's a real thing, and it's dangerous because, you know, people, they don't want to celebrate your success, they don't want to support your success, or even you even trying. Sometimes it feels as though people would rather see you fall down than want to come help you or come see about you or check on you. Now, I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not, but I do notice it. I hear conversations from friends. I even talk to some family sometimes. And even with my own issues, I think about it. So then you got to ask yourself some serious questions. You know, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you letting into your life? Who are you giving your attention or time to? You know, because as you get older, you start to realize, man, maybe I won't, maybe I will. And one thing, time is serious. It's the most valuable thing you have besides your health, you know. And believe me, people will waste your time. They have no cares, no concerns, no worries about it, because it's not something they care about. It's not their time. They're wasting your time. And you know, I was thinking about people and how they react and respond to different things in people's lives. So if you guys are interested, tag along, check out the conversation, and if you could, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I'm dropping new content, as it helps grow my channel, and I appreciate it so much. So yeah, I was thinking about, you know, my business, building my travel brand and trying to expand my channel, and the investment I put into it, and just all of the things that it takes. And I was noticing that the people are envious and jealous or something, or they don't believe in you, they don't trust you. And it could be family, it could be friends, whatever it is, they have something against you. And it's a terrible thing, you know, but that's even a blessing in disguise. When people, you know, when you find yourself being isolated or distancing yourself from people, you got to ask yourself why that's happening, why you're doing it, why they're doing it. And then maybe you come with a conclusion, some type of reasoning for it. But if you don't, then it's like, okay, well, why would they do this, or why wouldn't they support, or, you know, anything. And it's come to my realization that people really don't want to see you succeed. That's it. Especially if it's something they wanted to do, you know, at one point. Or maybe they feel like, oh, you know, this person's got it easy, you know. But I'm here to tell you, being a content creator is not easy. You know, trying to do that full time, it's not an easy task. So don't let anyone tell you that it is. But, you know, it has its ups and downs. It has some fun aspects to it. But it's hard because you got to come up with ideas. You know, you got to constantly keep creating, you know. So Don't let anybody tell you or think that it's some type of cakewalk. It's not. You know, you get lonely traveling sometimes, because if you're a solo traveler, that happens. And then, you know, relationships when you travel, that's another thing. So don't think it's easy being a full-time content creator or trying to become one. So yeah, but I do notice people don't believe in that. They don't believe something like this can happen. And what I found out is that it doesn't matter what it is. Everything can change in the blink of an eye. And not until it happens, people really don't care about it. They have no reason. It's like they say, people don't care about stuff until it shows up on their doorstep. But that's how it is. You know, you don't care about something until it becomes your problem. So, yeah. So that's something that I've been noticing. And I think it's weird, because with all of the stuff going on in the world, you would think that building something on your own instead of going to go slave for someone, people would be in support of that. But instead, they stand on the sidelines with envious eyes, jealousy. And it's crazy. You know, all my life I've experienced jealousy. You know, just from being myself. Just doing what I do. You know, it's crazy. People hate when you're authentic and unapologetic. They hate that. You know, you're not following what everybody else is following. So you're out of line. You know, I've had friends and family alike try to tell me, oh, you should do this and you should do that. And I look at it and I say, okay. Yeah. I'm not you. I'm not going to do what you do. I'm not going to eat what you eat. I'm not you. I'm not going to do what you do. I don't eat what you eat. I don't live your life. People don't know boundaries. And when you ask people for stuff, they think that that means they control, they have some type of say over it. That's not that. When you know, if you ask and it comes with conditions, they really don't want to help. They really don't want to be a part of it, because it comes with conditions. Oh, I'll do it if you do this, or I'll help if you do that. Yeah. How can you run your business? How can you run your own life if somebody wants to intervene and tell you how you should do stuff because of what worked for them? That's their life. That's what they wanted to do, or they chose to do. And because you have a different route and they don't see the logic in it or whatever it is, it's a problem. So I find myself these days staying to myself, by myself, because I don't need the energy. I don't need the negative energy. I don't need the doubtful energy. If you're not supportive, you know, just stay away from me. Just stay out. Just wherever you're at, stay there. You know? But I have been noticing that. I feel like people are downright jealous and envious because I'm doing my own thing. This was meant for me. That's the only reason why I can do it. I didn't choose this shit. This shit chose me. I haven't been really able to concentrate and do it correctly because I got so many other things going on. But this chose me. So one thing I've noticed over the years, is that as you get older, you start to realize more and more fake people, fake things. You know, people are talk. They do a lot of talking. No action. That's another reason why I don't hang around or be with anyone. I don't really have time for the disappointment of finding out my time has been wasted. I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but not even that guarantees people are not going to waste your time. You know? And I feel like when a person does that intentionally, they don't really care for you. I was married to this lady, and I found out maybe within the six year being with her, 7 year, she was actually jealous of me. I lay down with this woman every night, but she's jealous of me. But it's true. I know what jealousy feels like. I know what envy feels like. When I was a kid growing up in Rogers Park, I had a kid tell me one time he didn't like me because everybody else did. Crazy stuff. He's like, everybody want to do what you want to do. Everybody want to go where you want to go. I simply told him, I was like, because your ideas are stupid. And they were. You know? Want to go break car windows and steal radios and smash them on the ground. Risk going to jail, damaging someone's property. All stupid things. So yeah, I come along with different suggestions. Go to the park, go to the beach. You know, let's go get some girls. Hang out with some females. You know? Go get some nachos from 7-Eleven and go to the beach. This guy want to walk through the alleys and throw rocks at the windows and break kitchen windows. Ridiculous. Just I said, nope. That's the end of us. I can't hang out with anyone like that. Can't be around people like that. And all my life, people have been showing me examples of bad behavior. I stay away from those people. I don't need to pick up no bad habits. I don't want nobody's bad behavior. I don't want nobody's bad karma or bad energy. I don't need none of it. You know, when you're trying to live a good, clean life, you got to protect yourself. You know? People come into your life and want to play games. Nah. That's why, you know, I find myself being by myself most of the time, because if anybody's going to waste my time, it's going to be me. You know? People are silly. They can't understand the way you move, so they'd rather destroy it or see it die out. Sounds familiar to me. What we don't know, we destroy. It's the same old pattern. If I can't have a piece or I can't control it, I don't want to help. I don't want to do nothing. And this happens in families, close friends. That's why I don't be around anyone anymore. I found out just how people are. And you got to separate yourself. If you don't want to pick up those bad habits, those bad traits, that bad energy, got to remove yourself. I try to remain optimistic, but it is telling, you know, as you see how things unfold and you analyze it more. You know, as a Libra, I think that's one of my curses and one of my gifts is that I overanalyze, overthink. Uh-oh, it's so hot out here. My face is melting. But, yeah. You think a lot too. And you wonder, how come? What if? But, I don't know. Let people do what they're gonna do. That's how that goes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. I know I'm just walking and talking, getting my steps in, pretty much venting. I'm not really venting, just I'm being observant to mannerisms and behaviors of people. And I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised at all, because I think I knew what the outcome was going to be anyway, just by events and behavior. You know, it's a very weak support system, so that's why. It only cares about certain things. And it would rather, like I said before, people don't want to do anything unless they absolutely have to. Absolutely have to. And even then they don't want to. That's more or less to save face. You know, to be like, oh, if my life turned upside down, at least I did this. You know, one of those type of things. I've been up, I've been down. So, it is what it is. But I've been keeping score now. Have no choice. You get forced into that kind of silly stuff. But, you know, it started now. My eyeballs are burning from all the sweat, the salt in my sweat. So yeah, we'll just see how things go, and then from there, you know, I'll ride this out, complete my mission, and just keep going. And keep the haters out the circle. They will be uninformed. You know? No more sharing. No more reaching out. No more trying. Just gonna let that die. You know, as you get older, you'll start to realize that all this you got to do by yourself. You got to do all this by yourself. You can't expect anybody to come to your aid or come help you or understand what you're doing or trying to do. They don't care. Because it's your project. So I understand. My problem is I've always done things with the intent of the greater good. trying to, because I always believe if I could do it for me, I could do it for everybody. You know, because when you have kids, you know, if you can feed one, you got to feed them all. You know, you can't play favorites or sides. It's time to eat. They all got to eat. They all get the same amount. None of this picking and choosing. So that's something I learned. I learned how to improvise. I learned how to make do with what I have. You know? It's hot. And once again, I'm out here with no water like a fool. I never expect to walk for so long. But now that my ankle hasn't been hurting as much, I find myself walking further and further. Because I'm trying to push this weight off. You know? I don't know, people. You see, I gashed my brain on the cabinet. Cracked my scalp open. And my eyeballs are paying the price. There's so much salt in my eyes right now, you guys would not believe. You got to be careful with people. You got to be careful what you share. You got to be careful who you talk to. I guess that would include who you share with. So, yeah. And it doesn't matter if that's friends or family. You got to be really careful. Not everybody has good intentions for you. And if you discuss your business, they might help you not start it. They might try to sabotage it, unfortunately. If you can do things by yourself, do them by yourself. Do as many things as you can by yourself. Do not depend on anyone. Don't believe people. Don't believe in anyone but yourself. Because people lie. They deceive. They trick. They procrastinate. They judge. Those are not your true people. Leave them people where they at. Because that's what they want to do with you. Leave you where you at. It's taken me some time to realize that not everybody has good intentions for you. Not everybody cares about you. Not even your well-being. You know? I think the only person that really cares is your mom. And then your dad. And your grandma. Maybe your mom, your grandma, and your dad. Those three people. And your grandfather, maybe. If you still have those two. Your father and your grandfather. But other than that, people usually really don't care. The truth is, I don't know why it's always been like that. People have always been jealous of me or always trying to block my path. One thing I do know for sure, though, about all of that, anytime that has ever happened, it has always backfired. Always. You know, people don't want to see you turn into whoever you're supposed to be. You know, all my life I've been trying to be a good, better person, be better than I have been. You know, be a better person than I am every day. But for some reason, that tends to piss people off. You know, I feel like they really don't want anybody to do better. It sucks. Sometimes, you know, man, it just sucks. So check out these mushrooms, guys. Let me turn this around for you. See those? Those are mushrooms. Look at that big one. They're all over the place. Oh, I think I just stepped on one. They're all along here. I know deer nest in here, so they nest all up in here. The deer, they go up in there a lot. Yeah. So all my life, I have been experiencing the same thing. Jealousy, envy, you know, just hatred for just being my damn self. I feel like people get pissed off at me because I won't. Hang on, let me fix this. I feel like people get pissed off at me because I won't conform. I won't do the same things they do. I won't act and behave the way they act and behave. You know, I won't attend certain events they attend. You know, I've had like some really odd stuff. Like people really want to control you. They really know what's best for you. Like they want to stick a joystick in your back and tell you where to go, when to go, how far to go. They're so quick to knock down your ideas. Just discredit your shit. I say fuck them. You become tired of trying to convince people. They don't see the vision. Fuck them. You know? It's not your job to try to convince. Even if you're trying to do something that will impact and help everybody in some way. At least that's what the goal and the intention is. But to hell with that. There's no point in it. Hope you guys are getting your steps. Get out and walk. I think I lost about 5 pounds. But I also changed my eating habits. Of course, I've been cooking a lot more and eating a lot less. I'm sweating myself in the kitchen. I haven't cooked in a minute because I've been sick. And it's been hot. You know? So, maybe I'll pick up some cooking videos this week. I don't even know what to cook anymore. That's another thing. I have no ideas. I'm tired of eating chicken, ground beef, fish. Same thing over and over again. Same proteins. I'm tapped out on ideas for a moment. I guess because I've been sick, I haven't really been thinking about doing it. But I'm trying to stay consistent. feed the algorithm, give you guys something worth watching. I made that spicy chicken soup. My son was sick. He got sick too. Slept with the fan blazing on him, like me, with the air conditioner on all night. Is that a deer? Yep. Man, they are not nocturnal. They're out all day. Yep. It's different when you realize what the condition and circumstances must be surrounding behaviors. You know, when I don't like something, I get away from it. I don't frequent it. I don't go around it. I don't entertain it. I get away from it. It's disruptive to me. So I cancel it. Oh man, it's hot. Can y'all see the sweat on my forehead? It's a lot of sweat on my forehead. Man. It's nice out though, I have to admit. Beautiful day in Chicago. But I don't like being here. After you leave Thailand, it's hard to be back in America. Because everybody, there's so much racism and prejudice and bigotry and just so much nasty. It's so much nasty here. It's just, you know, people are just not, it's not cool. Now, had I never experienced Southeast Asia or Thailand or Philippines or Vietnam, any of these type of people, Cambodian, Laos, maybe I have a different tone. But people here are nasty. You know? Attitudes, mannerisms, material and money got people messed up. Moral compass is broken. No empathy. No concern for one another. It's super crazy. And you would think, you know, they would figure it out. But it's never going to get fixed. Because everybody's here. So it can't be. There's always going to be some type of divide or difference. It's just the way it goes. You know? And since it's like that, you know, they want to keep it like this. Make sure they stay on the top of the pile. Because this is the melting pot. You control the melting pot, you control the rest of the world. Because your influence carries. And if you got the most influential people in the world under your thumb, excuse me, if you got the most influential people under your thumb, you control the world. Because really they control the world. But since you got your finger in the pulse on them and you control them, then you control the world. Yep. What is that? The cicadas are out. This big old giant cicada skin. Look at the sweat. My big old giant head. Yeah. If you guys like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so I'll be notified. You'll be notified. I'll know when, and you'll know when I drop content. Everybody happy. No, but for real, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification button, because it helps grow my channel, and I appreciate it. We need that over here. Growth. Support my channel. We can get up out of here. Get to the Philippines. Well, yep, it's time though. I've spent enough time here. I'm super ready. Beyond ready. It's time to go. It's time for me to check out. Because it's hard to come back from Southeast Asia and come back to America. It's just a hard thing to do. Super hard. Especially when you've had it so much better. You know it's so much better somewhere else. It's hard to come back and deal with people that you know don't like you, not gonna treat you right. It's hard. Because that's in the back of your mind. You're like, why would I tolerate this? Why would I put up with this? So, look at that. Sweat. Yeah, I'm tired of being here. Same old thing every day. So many things have happened since I got here. Every time I think I'm gonna take off, a new situation arises. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to come back here to begin with. America has this way of trying to trap you here. No, sir. I'm out. I'm out of here. But I'm gonna finish my business first. Make sure I got everything taken care of. Because I do not want to come back for a while. 2-3 years. I thought maybe a year. But I'm good with 2 or 3 years. I'll just have my kids come see me. Or I'll meet them somewhere in another country or something. Or somewhere, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Yeah, but it's time for me to lead a corporation for a little while. See what else the world has to offer. See what else is out here. I know corporate don't want to let you leave. And it's getting worse. I hear on the news, there's new rules in Florida. They're going to be new rules. You work for a corporation, you got to ask for permission to quit. That's crazy. It's a job, and you gotta ask, can you leave it? Or else you'll get sued. I don't know how true it is, but if that's true, and people are not asking themselves questions, you gotta realize once they work in one state, it just moves to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. I mean, I can't stand it. You get taxed for everything. Everything got a tax on it. I'm over it. I mean, when I first walked into 7-Eleven in Thailand and I paid for my drink, there was no tax. It was the actual price that it said it was on the shelf with no extra. I made up my mind then. I said, this is the way it's supposed to be. None of this old tax upon tax upon tax upon tax upon tax. Because that's all they do. It's tax upon tax upon tax upon tax. So, for me, it's just a no-brainer. After living out there, after living in Southeast Asia, I never wanted to come back to the States. It's just, why? Why would I want to do that? So I can come back and be treated like crap, deal with racism? Nah. Because even when you deal with racism out the country, it's different. It's just because you're different. It's like you look different. They never see you. So it's just for that reason. Unlike in the States, it don't have to have a reason. You could just be in the wrong neighborhood. Which is crazy. When you think about it on a larger scale, that's really crazy. You know? I don't know. Seems crazy to me. Because you should be able to go anywhere you want to. But that's the problem with America. You can't. Everybody knows what the problem is. Everybody. I think, realistically though, one day, people are just going to get fed up. It's going to get fed up. And it's going to start. It's not going to be pretty. All the privileged people are going to get dethroned. It's coming. It's coming. All these people, all these families that have had it so good for so long, and it's supposed to be someone else's wealth, I think judgment is on its way. Things are changing. Things are changing. I think sometimes, man, if they got rid of all the foreigners, like all the foreigners, Like, man, this place would be so different. I mean, like, they didn't play around. If they can't trace your bloodline back to the 1500s, the 1400s, the 1300s, you got to leave the country. That would be crazy. I bet you a lot of these houses will be empty. Be a lot of vacant properties. Then people probably be a little bit more humble too. Get rid of all the nasty people. It's coming though. I really got a feeling. Change is in the air. It's in the air. It's coming. People are getting fed up. All you gotta do is run up on the wrong person, and all hell's gonna break loose. But for some reason, that might be what needs to happen. That might just need to happen. We need a reset. Need a real reset. A fair reset. One where money is not the controller. Where people are not going to tear up the planet for money. You know? That kind of reset. Where all the greed is tossed out the window. A civilized society. A real civilized society.